Hey everyone!
Hello!
Brandon, where are we at and what are we doing on this day 3 video?
This is day 3 of our Disney Fantasy Cruise. I am hopeful you can hear us. We're at Disney's new private island, Disney's Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point.
Yep.
Is that correct? Their first private island, going back decades now, is Castaway Cay. This is not actually an island. This is part of a larger island, correct?
Yes, it is a section of the island of Eleuthera,
Gotcha.
and it is a private destination.
Okay, and so far we have tried to do this intro no less than 4 or 5 times. It is so insanely windy, there are already guests heading back to the ship.
Yes.
Yeah, it's gorgeous, but exceptionally windy.
So today's vlog, you're going to see some highlights from the Lookout Cay.
Yeah.
We're going to do our best.
We're going to do our best.
And then also stay tuned later for our dinner at Remy and more stuff on the ship.
We have Remy coming up, and if you followed along on our journey so far, we've had a little hiccups in that Remy thing. However, it's going to be an amazing night. So yeah, stick with us through this. This Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point is just the first part of hopefully a much longer video. We're going to see what we can see here. Okay, whoa, my hat, everyone.
I don't like sand. It's rough, it's coarse, it's everywhere.
It gets everywhere. Not like here, where everything's smooth and soft. Leave a comment below for the phenomenal movie Star Wars Episode 2 Attack of the Clones. Anyway, we're moving on, and we're moving on to a safe and secure area. It's post-apocalyptic here at Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point.
It is beautiful, but it is so unbelievably windy that, one, I don't know if you're going to hear the audio that we have here, and number 2, I don't know how long we're going to be here because we're getting sand everywhere.
Sand is literally blowing everywhere. And
you can barely walk.
Let's keep going.
Oh my God. All right, so we are waiting for True Too BBQ to open, and we did pre-order our food. Our service team actually had us pre-order 2 days early, so your mileage is going to vary depending on what sailing you're on. But our sailing did require us to pre-order 2 days early for special diets. They gave us an allergy menu. We'll show some highlights of that, and then we also have it up on our website too. So there's lots of different choices. I'm getting some gluten-free and dairy-free options, chicken, fish, and some sides, and Brayden is going to get a cheeseburger.
A cheeseburger, yeah. And again, we are at True Too, correct?
Yes, which we were told by our service team to do True Too BBQ. They're actually working that station, but then the app said True BBQ, but they said no, to make sure to go to True Too. So we'll see how it goes.
And that's where we're at. We're waiting, and they should be opening in just a minute or two. Yep.
Yeah.
All right, so Sarah is over there in line as I get some footage. So it looks like the special diets will be picked up here at True Too. I'll confirm this with Sarah on the leftmost area there, which is right there, which is not labeled. You can see all these others are labeled. So you have chicken and seafood rice bowls, barbecue ribs, and rotisserie chicken. But over there, it is not labeled. So I'm assuming that's where Sarah's going. And there is a second drink station here. Again, water, Coke products, everything like that. So again, this is to the right of True Too if you're looking at it. And the other is to the left if you're looking at it. And if you want to swing back around, these are the, gazebos, pavilions to sit in. And they do appear numbered actually. That says 1, 2, I'm assuming this is 3 because that is labeled 4. Maybe I just can't see the numbering on here. It does not appear this is labeled 3, but it must be 3. All right, so we've reached our first kind of issue here, which we have seen in other videos, but we're confirming it.
There's no seating.
There's literally no seating here.
So
they told us
our placard for the food. They told us to go find a spot, and of course, as it opened, everybody kind of bomb rushed all of the stuff. So there's 1, 2, 3, 4 spots here, and no seats at all.
There's literally nothing. We've gone to each of them multiple times. Really quickly, we did have a seat before we got up to go get the food. So my recommendation. Come here a little bit early, get a seat, and then if one of you, or if you're here with a larger family, as long as one person can hold your table, I would recommend holding a table.
Which we normally do, but because it's a new island, Brandon wanted to get some footage and see some of the stuff, so mistakes were made.
Yep, so wish us luck. We're going to go try to find a seat. If not, we're going to eat standing up. All right, so we did get a table finally. Sarah was standing out there looking like she was at an airport. And she was like
like
a cab thing or something where she holds up a sign and says, "Mr. Allen, we're waiting for you." She was holding that up right there. But I triumphantly went into Gazebo Pavilion 4. A very nice, awesome family was literally in the process of getting up. I commandeered this table. They were very nice. They thanked me, and I'm like, "Why were you thanking?" I'm thanking you. So again, very quickly, if you can get a table early on, have at least one person definitely hold the table. So our food will hopefully be here, and so we continue to wait, but still waiting. All right, so we did eat.
We did get our food brought to the table.
Yep.
Finally found the table, and then we ended up not doing any vlogging for it because the seating is so limited, we ended up sharing a table with somebody else, so we ended up not vlogging and just chatting with them.
And it was so windy, my hamburger bun and toppings flew away.
I wish we would have gotten a photo of that.
Yeah, we should have actually. So right as I'm about to pick up my succulent burger, which was still delicious, the bun went like this. Woo! Legend says to this day the bun is out there somewhere.
Legend says it's somewhere in the ocean. I don't know.
So Sarah, how was yours though?
It was okay. I am a little underwhelmed by the food. So they had said on the menu that it was going to be like a barbecue chicken, and then the fish was going to have something on it, and both of them were just plain. Everything
completely
was plain. Like the most plainest to plain chicken ever, and then completely plain fish. both were not very flavorful because they were just plain. They had no seasoning, not salt, not pepper, nothing.
Nothing.
And then I really liked, there was like a black bean salad with pineapple in it, and that was really good.
Okay.
And then, of course, had Disney fries, and then there was like kind of like a rice and beans dish, and that was okay. But I was a little bummed that the menu said it was a certain way, and then everything just came out so plain.
Yeah. All right. So kind of a miss. It's okay.
Kind of a miss.
Okay.
I definitely want to come back again and try it again and see if it's maybe a fantasy specific thing. Maybe other people have gotten other options. So just know that going in, if you have a specific request, we always recommend talking to your service team and telling them, yes, I want this sauce or I want this thing, to make sure. I assumed because it was on the allergy menu, but in this case, everything was just plain.
All right. And mine was, it was an okay cheeseburger.
Yeah, I would say at this point, I think the food on Castaway is actually better based on what I've gotten, which is a bummer because I love that they have interesting, different, more Bahamian style food, and everything I got was just really plain. Yeah. So, good thing to know. We'll try it again next time. But otherwise, I think we're heading back.
We're heading back. So an hour ago, this was a concrete trail. You can see the concrete right there. This is how bad the wind is. The sand is blowing from everywhere. I think we all understand now why, I don't know, George Lucas did not like filming in Tunisia or something. But yeah, this is actual concrete or maybe asphalt. I don't know, but you know what I mean. And this sand was not here an hour ago. All right, so we just got back to the Goombay Transportation Center or something like that.
Yeah, I'll put a note up on what it is.
We'll put a note up. Anyway, we both want to apologize. This was not the day at Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point that we thought we were going to get. It's fine, but
sometimes things happen.
The Zephyrs and Lord Poseidon was not on our side today. So
no, we were actually talking to the people at lunch, and we were saying, like, sometimes these things just happen.
Yeah, exactly. So we're waiting on the tram. We're going to get on the tram and then head back to the pier to walk to the ship.
Yep.
All right, so we made it back. Well, we made it back to right where the pier is at. What is it?
Mabrika Cove.
Mabrika Cove. Nice tram ride. Obviously, things are not fully done here yet, but we can talk about that later. I want to say this now, and we'll say it in the debrief. We came here thinking we'll give our full thoughts on this because we wanted to explore the entire...
No, we have to come back.
We have to come back.
We barely saw anything, and we need to come back.
Yeah, and it's like a mass exodus getting out of here. It's like everyone from the ship came out here and is immediately going back to the ship, which is, it's just a shame. Not Disney's fault.
It's a beautiful island. You can't control the weather.
No.
Stuff happens.
No, we joke a lot, but you cannot control this. We're just thankful we're here at all. But we have to come back now.
We need to do over because there's just too much to see, and we missed so much because of everything.
Yeah, so it's a shame, but we're still having an amazing vacation. What did you say we have to go back to the ship and do?
Yeah, I need a drink now.
Sarah needs a drink. That means we need a drink. All right, really quick, everyone. Sarah's going to get some more photos, but all these people here, and if you find yourself in this video, hello, leave a comment. But they're all waiting for the tram to go back because of the pier walk. And yeah, no, literally no cover, no shade, no nothing. Hopefully Disney can work on that, put some tents up or something. All right, we're about to walk back on the pier. I have sand in my mouth. Sarah has
sand.
Yeah, I literally have sand in my eyeballs. I might need to go see an ophthalmologist. I'm not sure, everyone. And the hat has flown all over the place.
Oh my gosh.
We might stop off here and get some photos though really quick. How we doing still, Sarah?
Well, I've been pelted by sand like tiny needles.
So Sarah's all cut up, blood everywhere. We're kidding. But yeah, sand was flying.
We were trying to get pictures of the ship from the out there. The sand was just whipping. So. Whoa.
Okay, I just got flown forward. By the way, the water here is gorgeous. It's like, what is it, teal or something?
Yeah, it's so blue.
It is so blue. It's absolutely gorgeous.
The views are stunning.
Yep.
We need a do-over of this island.
Yeah. Sarah, how's it going? Good. Not good. Our mics are not hooked up right now. We're sorry. We can barely walk. Sarah, follow your curve or close the bags. We just got back to the room. Believe it or not, we didn't get footage because it's impossible to get footage, but the captain of the ship himself was out there looking like he was taking notes and looking at the waves and the weather.
He had like a notepad and everything.
He had a notepad and everything, so we'll see what all this means, but it's getting worse as we sit here. But anyway.
Oh, is it raining now? It might be raining. It was definitely raining on the island when we left. We were at the pier and it was starting to sprinkle, and it was definitely raining on the island, and you could see it was just coming towards the ship.
Yeah. So,
oh my gosh,
we're going to shower and change, but very quickly we got back and we just wanted to show what we got.
Yeah, so we did go to, get trinkets, gifts of Eleuthera.
Okay.
We went to where
we'll
all
put the
of
caption in. We have video.
Stuff is from the people of Eleuthera and the Bahamas, and you can buy local stuff. You
very
can
cool.
get very cool. And we actually met we met the artists, and we bought some local art.
This is my parents won't be watching this, but this is for my parents. They will definitely frame it, get it perfectly done, put up, and he signed and dated it.
Yeah, which is so cool. And we're gonna put his Instagram up there too if you want to give him a shout out. We had asked him because we were going to take a photo with him, and I was like, we're going to make sure not to put anything in it. He was like, no, please share everything.
Share my art.
We'll share his Instagram, so definitely check him out. And then also he does a lot of work with Driftwood.
This is awesome.
This has special meaning for Brandon's family with Driftwood specifically because Papa Randy, who you all know and have seen in videos, actually is an artist and would collect driftwood and do art with driftwood. Yep. So when we found we were like, oh yeah, it's a Dole Whip. So we found some art that we liked, and we ended up deciding to put that up.
And the back of it.
Oh yeah, and he signed it, and then also he said that when he goes out
debris and
gets debris and things, he uses materials that he finds out on the beach to recycle to help have something more sustainable. Yep. So
awesome.
That was super cool. He has some really great art.
Supported a local artist too, which makes it's awesome.
Which is amazing. So very nice, and it'll go in our cruise nook, which is super fun, and exciting to get some more. And we wanted to buy all of his stuff. Honestly, he had so much great stuff. And if we go back to Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point, and he is there, we will buy more of his art as well.
You ready to get clean?
Yeah, I feel disgusting.
Yep. Time to get clean, but we wanted to show this because we love it.
Yeah.
All right, we showered. We rested up for maybe 30, 40 minutes.
Cleaned our glasses.
Very much cleaned glasses. Yeah. We still got sun. We're heading down to the Atrium or lobby area. Maybe get a drink down there at the, what's the?
Bon Voyage.
Bon Voyage lounge or bar or whatever it is. And try to see if it's that crowded. Get some good photos. Really quick, I didn't expect to have us back on video so quick, but sometimes port days are so great, and even when a lot of people are on board, most people are not.
Yeah, everything kind of disperses, but there's a lot of people starting to come back.
Yeah, we might turn the camera on, get some footage, although the windows...
yeah.
Oh, let's get some footage.
All aboard time is 4:45, and it is 2:30 right now. And it looks like it's raining again over more on the island side. That is a lot of folks. But I'm guessing
it goes all the way back.
Those are probably a lot of service team, though, getting ready for dinner.
Yep, because they got us. They really work hard. They really, really work hard. Everyone, give them respect and love and anything while you're on board.
And extra tips.
And extra tips because the cast and crew on this ship work they work a lot. Also, really quick, can we also just talk about how awesome all of this artwork all over all the Disney cruise ships are? Some of this they sell, most of it they don't. Yeah, this artwork is just awesome. And again, every ship has different artwork on it. I won't go down the whole hall here, but yeah, just awesome stuff. These ships are amazing. And there's Sarah up there. Sarah, can you hear me?
Hello, hello.
Yay. Catching back up. I was just showing everyone the artwork.
Oh yeah, and I'm watching all of the crew coming back. I'm guessing it was all the people who were working at the barbecue places.
Yeah.
And maybe some of the beaches with drinks.
I'm gonna see if I can. The line just keeps growing. Wow. Wow. And we made it down to the Atrium lobby. What's the actual name for it? The Atrium?
The Atrium.
The Atrium, I think just in time because we got down here, no one was here.
People are starting to come back.
People are starting to come back, and we got some pretty, for us at least, pretty cool photos in front of the mini statue. The icon of the ship.
Yes.
Or is that Dumbo on the back? I don't know.
This is, yeah, the mascot or whatever. I don't know.
Who knows? But we did go to the Bon Voyage.
Yep. I don't know if we got any footage of it, but we should.
We'll get some.
Yeah,
later.
we went to the Bon Voyage lounge. I just got a Moe and Shandon Imperial, which is a Disney Cruise Line classic for me.
You got that all cruise, haven't you?
No, I just had it yesterday.
Okay, okay.
For the first time.
I know you love it.
I do love it. I didn't have
it.
it the other. I didn't have it on our first
Gotcha.
day.
Okay. And I got a double Centauri whiskey. Neat. For a relaxing time, make it Centauri time. Leave a comment below for one of the best films ever made. Sofia Coppola's Lost in Translation. Oh, and Sarah's.
Cheers.
Ching.
And also, really quickly, sorry, I'm going off camera. The bartender hooked me up. I am apparently collecting edible straws like it's Pokemon.
And they are gluten-free.
Yeah, these are the gluten-free, dairy-free, allergy-friendly edible straws. They do contain beef gelatin, so that's something to know about. If you are a vegan or vegetarian, you're gonna want to steer clear of these. But I have lime, strawberry, a neutral flavor, coffee, and tropical. So
cool.
I have all the flavors. So will we do a taste test at home? Let's check it out. Maybe make some mixed drinks and try them.
We'll see.
All right, so Cove Cafe is the best cafe,
Hashtag
apparently, for
Cove
everyone.
Cafe, it's the best cafe.
It's
Yeah.
true. It is jammed in here. We thought about going to Vista, and we were like, no, it might be quiet in Cove.
We thought it might be.
Elijah took the term, and that was a lie.
Yeah, everyone leave a comment if you remember Maury Povich.
So I ended up getting, because I need a little caffeine, I ended up actually getting a fully leaded latte with almond
That's rare
milk
for
in
you.
it, which is rare.
Very rare.
I do it like maybe once or twice a cruise, maybe, so give it a try. And it's fully leaded, all right.
Forget that unleaded gasoline. We don't need that.
Zing. Coffee buzz for Remy, but so far so good. Yeah, it's good. I got ice too because it's been a hot day and we've been out at Lookout Cay.
It has been hot.
But
may not look it, but it has been.
Yeah, but other than that, good. And of course, we gotta see what Brand's double espresso's like.
And right, panning over, does everyone remember back when they used to have actual newspapers and magazines here? Leave a comment if you're old enough to remember Disney Cruise Line and Cove Cafe actually having real newspapers and magazines right here. Anyway, I'm going to dig into mine now. All right, and as always, your friend, Uncle Bebop, coming at you. Does everyone remember, every time I get my double espresso up here, I already used my, my spoon. I kind of mixed it, twirled it. Does everyone remember the great film, Get Out, and The Sunken Place? Leave a comment below. That was a great movie, by the way. Actually, all of Jordan Peele's films are good. He did what? The most recent was Nope, then Us, or backwards Us, and then Get Out. Get Out first. Anyway, I'm going off on a tangent. Let me just have a sip of my double espresso. I can't freak out. I can't say it's bad. It's a double espresso from Cove Cafe. Hashtag Cove Cafe is the best cafe. It always has been. It always will be. I'm actually thankful. We have now officially, well, wait a minute. Hold on. Sarah, speak up here really quick. Have we actually been to Cove Cafe on every ship when we walked out of the one on board the Wish?
No.
Because so we haven't. Everyone, go back and watch our videos for the Wish. Yeah, I think we never went to Cove Cafe on board the Wish. We went in there. We were in there for over 30 or 40 minutes. We're not rehashing that, but no one came up to take our order. So yeah, we actually haven't been. I thought we have been in each of them, but on the 4 classic ships now, we have gotten food or drinks at each of them. Anyway, to make a long story short, I'm a tiny bit tipsy still with the whiskey. We're going to sit here, have a chill time, drink a little bit here, and then we still have about 2.5 to 3 hours before Remy, and we're just talking about Remy and how excited we are for it. We're on our way back to our stateroom, but really quick, Sarah's like, why are we even doing this? But I'm doing it. This is my favorite port adventures I've seen on board any of the ships. I think it's really cool. It's all lit up and everything.
I feel like I'm going to go back and look at videos or photos of the Dream, and it's going to be lit up.
It might be.
We'll
If it is, I'm wrong. But I really do like this Port Adventures little desk area section here. Anyway, we'll see if this even stays in our video. We have passed through the kids club area multiple times on this cruise, and I just want to say something.
Pro tip from us to you.
Yes, I don't need. Be prepared. It's always crowded, and as it should be. If I were a kid, I would love this section. I almost wish I would have grown up going on Disney cruises.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff, but if you're an adult...
Go around meal times,
yeah.
Maybe avoid this area just because it gets jammed up a little bit.
It may not look crowded now, but we just passed through it. But no, if I were a kid, this would be so awesome. All right, so everyone really quickly, on board the cruise this time are the Flyboys. Check this out. Anyway, that's their stateroom. They actually do have, they are performing.
Yeah, they're performing tonight.
Yeah, they're an actual group performing tonight. So that is their stateroom back there. Very, very cool.
Regarding the weather, we have now still 82 degrees Fahrenheit or 28 degrees Celsius, and the winds very strong, 35 to 45 knots out of the east-northeast. And once we are in open seas, we expect to have up to 10-foot seas. So basically, again, we will rock you to sleep tonight.
It was bad last night.
It was bad last night.
The movement start approximately within an hour after departure, and we expect to be outside the open Atlantic until approximately 1 o'clock in the morning.
Oh my gosh!
And from that time on, we expect the seas to be already on the shelter of the Abaco Islands and try to make a little bit more pleasant for you in the early hours of tomorrow. We expect to arrive tomorrow in Castaway Cay at 8:30 a.m. and the weather forecast for tomorrow calls for partly cloudy skies with a possible passing showers and a temperature of 81 degrees Fahrenheit or 27 degrees Celsius with winds out of the northeast 20 to 30 knots. Again, welcome back on board, and I hope I see you around later on this evening. Thank you.
And like that, we are leaving. As Sarah holds her mic.
I know, I didn't want to put it on.
Okay, we are leaving Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point, and we still cannot wait to talk about this and debrief. And any quick thoughts?
Well, first of all, I want to come back. I feel like we did not get a chance to see the island properly.
No.
I desperately want to come back here.
Desperately.
It is a beautiful island.
Yep.
Even from what we've seen, it is more beautiful in person. So I do think coming here in person is a different kind of experience, so definitely encourage that. And I think there's a lot of good stuff about it, and I'm excited to see how this island progresses.
I am too. Yeah, I am very excited. But anyway, we are waiting on room service. We just got a cheese plate, gluten-free cheese plate, a little snack before dinner tonight, and we will catch back up with you once that cheese plate gets here, because we are going to sit out here on the veranda for a little while.
Yeah, and then we'll give some maybe updates because we learned some stuff from the captain. It looks like it's rough waters ahead.
Yeah, we'll update you guys. All right, room service just came.
Mm-hmm.
We are still, well, we've left Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point.
We're rocking.
Yeah, we are rolling and rocking and rolling.
Mm-hmm.
Sarah, take it away. What did we get from room service?
Well, we got water because hydration is important.
Mm-hmm.
And so we got some Dasani water, especially depending on what tomorrow brings. I am dubious if we're going to actually make it into Castaway Cay because it is much more temperamental if you're docking there with weather. Yeah. And if it's going to be what it was today, I feel it is unlikely. But we did get, Brandon loves the all hands on deck cheese plate. Of course, this is so much dairy.
Don't eat it if you're dairy free.
Don't eat it if you're dairy free, but if you're gluten free, they can make it gluten free. Yep. They also have gluten free crackers. Your mileage will vary on sailing. Sometimes we get the crackers, sometimes we don't. So it will just depend. But it looks like it's got. You're gonna have so much cheese tonight.
Yeah, and because Remy, we'll talk about Remy
Remmy's
later.
Gonna have the cheese
plate. Yeah, we'll talk about Remy. All right.
In any event, we're gonna
just
enjoy
sit
this.
Here, enjoy it. Change
Maybe
in a
start
while.
a movie.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. All right. We don't have the mics on. We were chilling watching Robin Hood. We're about to get ready, but something just happened on this cruise.
Oodle lolly.
That has never happened. We almost fell over. The ship felt like it didn't, unless we are in the. Where did the Titanic hit? In the ocean, Pacific,
no, that's
right?
up by Nova Scotia.
Yeah, never mind. I'm a little off, but it. Sarah, am I wrong? We both said, "Oh my gosh!" It felt like we actually hit something.
Yeah, we're really rocking. So
yeah,
good luck to me wearing heels today.
Yeah, it literally felt like it sounded. It went boom.
Yeah,
and we all went whoa. Obviously, just waves, but it is. This is different, everyone. This is different.
It's funny because we've cruised in January, and those have been the worst sailings we've had in terms of rocky waters. And we've sailed in October and December, and I'm like, oh my gosh, November is actually we did not luck out with the weather.
All over. But yeah, so anyway, we're going to change here in about.
We're just going to laugh.
5-10 minutes.
Been the cruise of chaos.
Yep, cruise of chaos continues. Sarah doesn't know I'm making this. I feel like I'm about to start crying, everyone, and I'm sorry. You can see this. That's mild. I feel like throwing up. We got changed. I wanted to give it my best. She's going up to hopefully get us not to get charged. We had a full plan to get the A5 Wagyu, everything, and it is not going to happen tonight. Sarah's doing much better. If you know me, I feel like throwing up right now. I can barely look at a phone while like in the passenger seat of a car without getting this feeling, and just talked to our room attendant, Aaron, in the hall, because I tried to walk out in the hall, and as soon as I got in the hall, I said, I can't do this, and I feel terrible. I owe it to Sarah. I will be making this up to her. Aaron said that he has not seen this kind of movement. He's seen waves bigger than this, but the movement we're feeling, he said he hasn't seen in about 4 to 5 years. He's been here 14 years, so anyway, yeah, that's about it. We will update you guys in a bit. And like that, it is time to debrief. Day 3, our the entirety of the day, which maybe appears as of this footage right here to be cut a little short.
Yes, and also you're probably saying, this doesn't look like evening time. You're not in Remy clothes.
It's bright, it's sunny out.
It's bright, it's sunny, and that is correct. Brandon, what happened?
Well,
after we left Lookout Cay?
This is the next morning. When we left Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point, all of you saw how absolutely, I think, terrible the weather was. You could barely hear each other talking next to each other. Again, thankfully, the mics make it sound a lot better than it was. So, we get back on board.
Well, I think the last time they saw us was maybe your all hands on deck cheese plate, and we were going to get ready for Remy and watch a movie.
Okay, so we were getting ready for Remy. Sarah should insert a photo here. We took one and only one. We had a lot more planned. Photo wearing our nice little outfits. Sarah was in a beautiful dress. I was in a very dapper suit. And we took the photo over there while holding ourselves against the wall to brace ourselves for a photo. We can insert that now. About
an hour into leaving Lookout Cay, things started getting really, really rocky. And by the time we were getting dressed, first of all, neither one of us could barely stand to try to get dressed because things were moving so badly. Brandon is maybe
gets a little bit more like car sick, seasick than I do. I usually have a pretty good stomach of steel for that kind of stuff.
Stomach of steel.
So there we were, all dressed up.
We made
Beautiful
it.
outfits.
We got dressed up. Yep. Now, the whole time we're dressing up, the entire time, Sarah's like, if you want to cancel, just tell me. Cancel.
Because Brandon was starting to get really nauseous.
Yeah,
We were like, I think I'm going to get sick.
Very nauseous, but neither of us has ever been sick on a cruise before. We were on board the Magic, and it got really rough on our final day, but we did okay on that. Maybe not so on this one, though.
No, this was the worst. And actually, we talked to our Stateroom host, Aaron, and he said it's the worst he's seen in like 5 years. And even a lot of the crew were just like, oh boy, this is pretty bad. So we made it through getting dressed. We took our one photo. We literally stepped outside the hallway. Brandon looked at me and I said,
I can't do it.
We're going to cancel.
Yeah, I couldn't do it. I felt like stuff was...
It did.
Maybe the footage was inserted by now, maybe not. I did take Sarah wasn't here when I did it. She kept walking up to cancel to Remy in her beautiful dress, and I came back to the room. I did a very quick video, very quick, just so full transparency. As soon as that video was done being taken, I took my jacket off, didn't even hang it. I chucked it.
And you chucked it.
And then ripped my tie off. I undid my tie because I felt like I was like being constricted. And then I ran to the bathroom, and for the first time in 12 cruises, for me, 13 for Sarah, 12 for me, stuff came out of my body into the bathroom.
Oh, boy.
But only once. It did happen, and I figured it was the first time for everything, and yesterday was it. But let's flash over to Sarah, who, as I'm doing what I'm doing in the bathroom, ripping my clothing off so I don't get it on my nice clothing, Sarah is in the halls seeing some... almost like a disaster film.
Yeah, so I did go up to Remy and cancel. They were so kind and so understanding. They were like, no problem. You will not get charged. We expected people to cancel. We are allegedly on a wait list for tonight for Remy, but I don't know what the seas are going to look like, so we'll see. But they were very helpful about that, and they were like, it's no worries. So, and the lady was she's like, oh, it's such a shame. Your dress is so pretty. So... as I was coming back, actually, no, this was when I went out to go get you medicine. I mean, I came back, I changed.
Oh, it was
and then
after.
When I came back,
okay.
Brandon was really not well at all. We finally managed to undo the couch so Brandon could just lay on the couch and sleep there. And so I changed. I went to go look for medical because they do usually have Dramamine or some kind of anti-nausea stuff. And before you say it, yes, usually we pack stuff. We haven't packed stuff the last several cruises because we've never had an issue. So
and we've hit weather before.
Right. So I forgot to bring some anti-nausea stuff like Sofran, and we've had the scopolamine patches and stuff like that before, but we've never used them. So I didn't bring anything. So I went and got the free stuff. I ended up actually talking to guest services, and they had some, so I didn't have to go all the way to medical. So I grabbed those. On my way back, that's when it looked like people were in the trenches. It was, I saw people not in a good place.
Literally face down in the hallway?
Yeah, I was laughing because...
literally.
One guy, I was like, are you all right? Do you need me to call somebody? He was literally laying on the ground. I don't know if you've seen the movie Fall Guy, but people, thumbs up.
Thumbs up.
When things are okay, and I was like, are you all right? Do you need medical assistance right now? And he just was like, thumbs up. I'm fine. I'm like, are you really sure? Thumbs up. And I was like, oh gosh. I still went and talked to our stateroom attendant. Was like, there's a guy out there who's not doing very well. But people were not well throughout the entire ship. Even crew, even our stateroom attendant was like, this is bad. So it was rough. It looked like, because I was going through early dining, and it looked like a lot of people were not at early dining because people were not doing well, and everybody down the hall was like, whoa!
Yeah.
Because it was just so rocky.
Yeah. You never know what Mother Nature is going to throw at you.
Yeah. So
and it threw yesterday. It threw.
Gave Brandon one dose of medicine just in case he chucked that up.
But I didn't.
But you didn't, and then we gave him a second dose, and that knocked you out.
Yeah, I'll say this again. All of you watching might be actually shocked right now when I say this. I am not a medical doctor, but I play one on TV. No, so this is strictly anecdotal, subjective. But for me, the pills Sarah got from guest services did work. It's not like I was better as soon as I took the pill or two. Like, oh, I'm great, let's go. But as long as I was lying down and I kept my eyes shut, but even talking even talking made me want to kind of throw up, but it kept my mouth shut, just kind of concentrated. I was doing actually okay. It was any kind of moving when I had to get up and move or something like that, or hit the restroom. Then it kind of like, oh, here we go again. But I'll say this. It both didn't knock me out and did knock me out. It's really weird. I've just never taken the meds before. It made me chill. Hashtag chillax, as Sarah would say.
That was not the kind of chillax we needed.
But as soon as I told Sarah, we even shut the dang curtain here. We've never done that, I don't think. But as soon as I told Sarah, I go, hey, I'm going to try to actually go to bed now. I don't remember anything until about 12 hours later.
Yeah, so I actually also started feeling pretty nauseous. I will say, because I was at various points on the ship during the worst of it, that it was much better midship. So if you are prone to motion sickness, I would highly recommend a midship location, because that's probably the best equilibrium-wise. Aft was rough. We had rough in the room. So I did get nauseous. Brandon to go to dinner, and I was going to go to our dinner.
I told Sarah, go get dinner. She was doing fine initially.
I was doing fine initially, and about a few hours later, I started to feel really sick. I think because I was in this room, and it was just, It was just really rocky. So I ended up ordering gluten-free, allergy-friendly chicken tenders and fries from room service, which may not have been my best choice, but actually it was okay. I got something in my stomach, and ginger ale, and a cup of ice. And I figured, if anything, if Brandon could get some ginger ale down or some ice, but he was already passed out. And then I ended up taking one of the anti-nausea meds too, and then I went to bed at 9 o'clock.
How did you feel taking that? Did it work at all on you, did you think?
It helped.
A little bit?
And I definitely slept a lot of it. I will say, I sat in bed and ate chicken tenders and watched HGTV.
Live the dream.
Lottery dream homes.
Living the dream.
Because I was like, I can't. So we both slept. I got up, ate. We'll recap that in our upcoming video. But overall, it was a weird end to the night. Yeah,
very weird. We did manage to get in our outfits, like I said, after a lot of effort, and then rapidly took them off after we were finally in them, which is kind of sad, actually.
We'll be doing a different. We'll go back on a cruise, and we'll get another chance to get all fancied up. Yep.
So, in saying that, I very quick, because this is the debrief, any very quick thoughts on Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point, just in general?
I really love the island. In terms of the way that it looked beautiful in person. It's obviously not finished yet. They have a lot of work to do on it, and so I'll be curious to see how it looks over the next 5 years and how it grows and evolves. Yep. I will say it is not pleasant when the weather is not pleasant there.
No.
I don't feel like either one of us, and we said this earlier in the video, that we can't really review it because we didn't see enough of it. We didn't experience enough of it. So I want to come back here very badly, actually, when the weather is not awful, and get a chance to experience it.
Yeah, me too. I can't. We fully intended, especially me, I think, I wanted to give a full review of the island, because a lot of people have already been there. You've seen videos from other people who've been there, and I disagree with just a couple people when they say, oh, you shouldn't fully judge it because it's not done yet. I disagree with that entirely. We're using Disney as the example, but it could be anything. If Disney opens it to the public, you're allowed to judge it. Yeah. I don't like to say, oh, I can't give an opinion for another month, 10 years. No. If it's not done, you shouldn't have opened it. It's done. And then it'll get, I guess, more done. However, in saying that, Sarah's right.
Yeah, and I will say,
we didn't see enough at all.
I do wish Disney would have waited a little bit to open it and have it a little bit more full, but that's another discussion.
Yeah.
I will say, too, I did really like the more focus on the Bahamian culture, the Bahamian people.
That little shop there.
The shop was awesome, and I do think even with the food and stuff, although ours wasn't great, I like that they're trying to incorporate more of that. And yeah, I think overall there's a lot of good promise there, and I want to be able to see it more fully to kind of give an initial opinion.
Any opinion on the walk to and from on that pier, because everyone else has given that opinion.
Okay, it's not that bad. It's
10.5 minutes.
Okay, first I will say, if we were here in August, I would probably be like, that walk stinks. It is awful. It is hot. There is no shade. This is horrible. That being said, at the time of year and the weather, the wind was horrible with it. I expected that from a pier, but the walk itself isn't terrible. I think it's just wholly dependent on the weather. That's going to make it whether it's like
Yeah.
tolerable or horrible.
Yeah, it took us, we timed it. Our walk from the ship to where you pick up the tram was 10 minutes, 32 seconds.
And
I
we
think.
didn't stop.
Screenshot
We
that.
didn't
but
stop.
Nope, we didn't stop one time. Hopefully, as it does get built up, maybe they can put little benches on the way or coverings for people, because like you guys know Mama Joy and Papa Randy. I don't think they could make that.
Well, I will say they did have the
so,
trams.
yeah.
Those seem to be going pretty regularly from the ship to the Mabrika Cove, which is like the entrance where the shuttle is to get into Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point in the main area. I don't like how they have the setup on the way out. They need shade there for people who...
Big time.
Right, because they have a pickup spot if you're going back to the ship with the golf carts, and those didn't have any shade or really good seating, so that needs to get improved, and hopefully that's going to improve over time.
Yeah.
But there is that. There were wagons for kids and things like that. There is some stuff, but yeah, it is... like all things, that is a walk, and so it's definitely going to be something that you want to consider. Also, very quickly, shout out to a channel that we follow, Imaginary Lemons, Brooke and Adam. They were here during the opening and reported a lot on accessibility needs and some of the challenges here on the island and the lack of beach wheelchairs. They are here now, finally, and we did actually see some people. We actually saw somebody using it, but I'm glad to see those. But does seem like there are some accessibility challenges.
Yeah, and I would really like, I hope they come back one day to update that, because again, we can, something like that, accessibility issues, we can give our thoughts on it in general, but we're not living with it. Right. So yeah, their videos were really great to watch, just very informative. And again, even if it doesn't impact you directly, that doesn't mean it doesn't impact someone you love or a friend, or it could impact you tomorrow. You never know. So yeah, Imaginary Lemons, check out their channel, especially their videos from Lookout Cay and everything. But yeah, we did see accessibility, accessible wheelchairs. Yes. Yeah. So that was cool.
Yep. But otherwise, we need a redo on Lookout Cay.
We do. And Remy.
And Remy.
So this video that you all just got through went from, we wanted to do a detailed Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point, get to the actual lighthouse, do all that stuff, explore the entire island. We wanted to get to Remy.
Things change.
Here we are at the end now, everyone.
Yeah, things change and pivot.
Yep. So
with that, let us know if you have questions about what we experienced, any tips or tricks you have for different things, especially Lookout Cay at Lighthouse Point. And stay tuned for our next video, which will be Castaway Cay, and we'll show you highlights there if we make it. And with that,
thank you to our patrons on Patreon. Thank you to our potato holders. Links are in the comments below. If you're one of our patrons on Patreon, you've seen video, behind the scenes stuff, extra video from this cruise so far. So join us there. And thank you to our subscribers. If you haven't subscribed yet, even if it means nothing to you, it means the world to us. So go ahead, hit the subscribe button, bell, thumbs up, everything that everyone says.
Yeah. So with that,
that's it.
We'll see you in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.